Hey family, I'm on right quick. I know y'all probably saying, "Damn, this bitch look half dead." No, I was taking off my I used this stuff like an eye makeup remover, and it got my eyes all swollen, like kind of. And I had took off my eyelashes, and usually I just let my eyelashes just come off on their own. But when I pull them off, it irritates. I'm allergic to latex, so latex. I have allergic reaction. So y'all looking at me like this bitch, what's going on? What that bitch done had? I ain't had shit. So anyway, I wanted to answer one of my girls' questions. Um, her screen name is Naturally Me Smooches. Question: He cheated on you. Now what? Well, sister, I've been here. I've been here so many times. Oh my God, my picture's in the post office. Y'all know I'm so well versed on this topic right here. I can go in on this topic right here for like I could do segments after segments after segments on this topic. And I know you had said that you had never been cheated on before, sister. I mean that's a I have to say that's pretty much a blessing, because that there's not many women that I've ever met in life that said that they've never ever been cheated on. Now, a lot of women may not have known that they've been cheated on, and some men are just more raggedier than others. Some try to conceal the shit, to kind of cover your feelings, whereas they're not messy with it. They don't leave all the extra shit around, so then therefore it can be found out. Or some men just don't know how to cover their things like women know how to conceal things. A lot of men just y'all it's itching me now. It's itching me. Anyway, but a lot of women, I mean, excuse me, a lot of men just don't know how to cover things up the way we do. We can do things and conceal things like shit ain't never happened, and we can keep the party rolling. You know what I'm saying? Like nothing ain't never happened. So, um, your question is, what do you do after that? Well, sister, what I say to you is make your decision your own. Um, when it's something like that, and especially by this being your first time, a lot of times it's good to kind of, not put a lot of that out in the beginning, especially by this being your first time, because a lot of women are quick to judge you, like they ain't never been there. Y'all, I got all kind of shit hanging off me. Anyway, and now my right eye jumping. I guess something good gonna happen. But anyway, um, it's best a lot of times not to involve a lot of people in your marriage. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in my marriage, when I was going through whatever took place in my marriage was my own business. I did not involve my mama, my sisters, my friends, and whoever else. Whatever was going on in my marriage was my burden to bear. It was between me and Tone. Period. Because what happens is motherfuckers tend to get it real fucked up and get it twisted, and they be like, well, bitch, last week you said that you was done, and last week you said that you do wop, wop, wop. See, and all that other shit right there. Shit that you really don't want to hear. And again, like I said in so many videos, your true girls and people that really got your best interest at heart, they will never ever tell you that. They will never tell you that. What they'll tell you is, sister, handle that. I'm here for you if you need me. Whatever you're going through, I'm a listening ear and all that other shit. But a lot of times, a good woman is not going to pass judgment on another woman's marriage. See, that's the difference. A relationship is one thing, a marriage is the other, and that's two separate things, okay? Because they said, let no man be asunder, which means you're not supposed to allow anybody else to come in and change up the dynamics of what you and your spouse brought before God. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not going biblical, so I don't need a whole bunch of motherfuckers signing off on that, I'm just saying when it comes down to a marriage, that's something that you might want to just kind of, you know, um, if you want to come on and scratch the surface, then scratch the surface. But, it's always good because, see, a lot of women, again, like I was telling my girl, Kiana, a lot of women are so unhappy nowadays, and a lot of women are bitter based on their past relationships and what happened with them. They bitter with the current circumstances, and I wouldn't be in this if it wasn't for him, and all that other type of shit. And that's fucked up. It's fucked up because then therefore they take your situation, internalize it, and then they come off on you with some whole aqua boogie that you really ain't trying to hear right now. Because if this is the first time or the first time that you know of, truly you're devastated. And rightfully so, you love your husband. It's like, I feel blindsided, bitch. Like, you just hit me on the side of my motherfucking head and I wasn't expecting it to happen. Well, in this particular case, sister, and I say to you as, one of your real cool partners, have a talk with your husband. Let him know what you feeling, and I did not like it when dot. How could you when I dot. Do you understand what I'm saying? Come at him with that. Now, when a man is not willing, one thing I do know is when a man is not willing to rectify the situation, then more times than not, he's done. Now, and when that is the case, more times than not, the other woman has a little bit more pull than you think she has. Because most of the time, men don't leave their wives. Wives leaves husbands. You know what I'm saying? And, it's always good, in which it never happens. But when women enter into relationships, it's always a good idea, if at all possible, to talk to the last wife. Talk to the last wife, the last girlfriend. I'm not talking about somebody that he just kicked it with, or the bitch that was a jump off for 2 months. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about the motherfuckers. It takes a while before you really get to know somebody. If you living with each other, then it's sooner. But if you don't live together, it takes at least 9 months before you really, figure out what you're dealing with. Okay. And once again, a lot of times you really don't know a person till you live with them anyway. But if that is not the case, in some particular cases, some women just don't, shack up or whatever. So it'll take a little bit longer. It usually take about 9 months before you find out that his name really is not Charles. His motherfucking name is Melvin. You understand what I'm saying? So, you can only front, motherfuckers can only front for so long, and shit gets found out real quick. And then after that, either it's gonna make or break the relationship. Either it's gonna strengthen some things, or it's gonna just tear down, what has been built. So, but unto you, this is a marriage, which is sensitive. It's very, very sensitive. So, as a married woman myself, as a woman that has also gone through this scenario so many times, I say to you, sister, have a talk with your husband. And if by chance your husband is, rather reserved, and, he just adamant, look, I don't want to fix nothing. I don't want no counseling. I don't want to talk about it. Then therefore that lets you know that this woman is in his ear, and she's kind of getting into his heart too, because now you know your husband more so than anybody. I don't know how long you guys have been married, but if it's been a while, you know his characteristics. You know what I'm saying? You know his characteristics. This bitch right here now, unless she been in the background for a long time, she don't know him like you know him. So then therefore, which means you got to one up on this situation and scenario. But if he come at you with, I don't want to talk about it, cool, you can go ahead on file documents, you can go ahead on do whatever, I don't want to talk to nobody, I'm cool, then that just further let you know, sister, that you might want to just kind of fall back and give him his space to do whatever it is that he is trying to do. And if it's for you, and then marriage is supposed to be what it's supposed to be, then it will come back and it will be stronger than ever. If not, then therefore that might just be something that you might want to, carry on, the rest of your life in a different venue. One time I was saying before, the very thing that we try to keep together is things that wasn't ordained by God, which means, If it takes too much work to make it work, that means it's not for you. If it has an ease to it, then that means that, you know what, this is where I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing at this moment. So anyway, sister, I know I was all over the place. I always am. Y'all know it. So I'm hoping that this has helped you. If not, then you can always PM me if you just need somebody just to talk to. I'm here for you, sister. And on that note, I love you. And until the next time, I shall talk to you guys later. Let me get my eyes and shit together because I feel like I'm closing up. You know what I'm saying? But that's that latex thing, and those of you guys that wear strips, the glue is the latex glue, so it's, I'm going through a little latex situation here. So anyway, family, on that note, I love you guys, I love you all, and I got to go. Deuces. Bye.